Here we go, first proper video on the channel. Let's talk about some stuff. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think I could have held off talking about this any longer than today. Oh, what's this? Microphone on a mic stand. I've put effort into this. I've got a mic stand out. Believe me, if you've ever seen any of my other videos on my other channels, you'd know how much of an effort I'm putting into this. So grab a coffee and you know, let's talk about what it says in the title, I suppose. Let's talk about the Universal Lego deal, because that got interesting very quick. Fuck, that's hot. Hot. So, what is the Universal Lego deal? Back in December now, Warner Brothers and Lego Group ended their deal for film rights. Pretty standard stuff, happens quite a lot. One big company or franchise, they're like intellectual property and a bunch of things, to another company, normally one specializing in things like films and entertainment and distributions, to make a product together that hopefully everyone will love. And let's be honest, if you didn't love those Lego movies, then I don't want to say it, I'm not sure if I love you. Now, I've actually watched all of the Lego-verse Lego movies, the one where it's part stop motion animation CGI mixed with some very clever writing, fun for all the family, jokes in there that parents, well, they are definitely for parents, and fun bright animation with their favourite Lego characters on the screen for the kiddies. It's a good old family bit of entertainment, really, at the end of the day, isn't it? Well, like I said, back in December, Warner Brothers and Lego Group ended their relationship. Just ran out. That's all it was. It wasn't a thing of somebody got angry at somebody else, an executive threw a minifigure across the road, jeez. It just came to an end. It was a contractual agreement. The end of the contract ran out. Still too hot. So since December, Lego have been shopping around to see if there was anybody else that, might want to take up the Lego movie Legoverse mantle. And the big company that managed to swoop up Lego as a property for film, Universal. I have no problems with this agreement in any way, shape, or form. It's just a 5-year contract. Nothing too long, nothing too... Actually, to be honest, it's probably a little bit too short, in my opinion. I mean, how many animated movies can you get out in 5 years? 1.5? Maybe 2? Animated movies take years to make, absolute years. So how many movies do we get during that time? I wouldn't hesitate to even guess. I predict maybe 1, but who knows? There might be more. A lot of people might be worried as well about properties. Will we be seeing things like, anyone from Warner Brothers, so Harry Potter, DC, those kinds of properties? To be perfectly honest, I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Universal Warner Brothers had quite an agreement in the past. They've had good relationships to work out things in that regards. I mean, Disney and Sony got over the whole Spider-Man kerfuffle, so anything could happen, really. And if anything, it opens up more possibilities for some other kinds of properties to be involved within the Legoverse. Because they've got Jurassic Park, they've got all of the Universal monsters, Mission Impossible, so, it could be quite exciting. I also personally don't think anything is going to happen with, the style or the humour of it. I mean, it's pretty ingrained how a Legoverse Lego movie kind of should be by now. We've had 2 main movies and then 2 side Legoverse movies. So, you know, it should be pretty solid by now. But that's not actually the most interesting part, I think, that has come from this. Because as well as the Universal Pictures 5-year agreement, there is also a 5-year agreement with Universal Music Group, which we all know exactly who they are as YouTubers, right? Now, obviously part of this Universal Music Agreement, obviously we're going to get things like CDs and vinyl and regular music output kind of things from the movies that they're going to make, but it's more of what Universal has that Lego doesn't. That is properties. Now, what I'm predicting is we're actually going to see more stuff about this come out very, very soon in the future, but I think there is a bigger package deal here Lego has managed to rustle up with Universal. They've got the films, they've got music rights now, which obviously can go in the films and things like that, but Universal also have licenses to all of their artists on UMG, and Universal hold theme park properties. It was only a couple of years ago now when Lego bought out here in the UK Merlin Entertainment Group, which owns things like Madame Tussauds, and Thorpe Park, and Alton Towers, and also previously owned Legoland. So Lego now has control over its own theme park here in the UK. I think as part of this whole massive Universal agreement, there will be now Lego properties going into Universal theme parks, and also I think Lego are going to be able to use Universal properties, especially within music, to build Lego products. Lego, as we know, have been taking a massive gamble on the adult fan of Lego community, and there is a big demand for more collectible, stylized products. Things Lego have come up against with licensing to be able to make in the past. So what I'm saying is I think we're going to see music style blockheads and more music orientated and other Universal film property orientated Lego idea style sets coming out in the future. I mean, Pop Funko have taken some big leaps in the last couple of years with releasing more pop vinyls of musicians, famous rock stars and things like that. Lego then had its own buildable versions, I guess, of pop vinyls. You know, the Brickheads. Wouldn't it be amazing to get a Brickheads of the Beatles, ABBA, of the Spice Girls, The Who? Now, I could just be probably all 100% wrong on this, but, you know, this stuff has literally only been out and about for, like, hours now, at the point of this recording, this news, that Lego and UMG have signed a deal as well, so only time can tell. Quite honestly, I am looking very forward to see what's to come, because I don't just own all the music stuff behind me for the lols. If we can get music and Lego combined into one world, oh my god, that would be absolutely goddamn amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I would buy the absolute shit out of Blockheads the Spice Girls. Don't lie. You know you would. You know you would.